welcome to WOW TV. My name is Angel, and I'm here from the Wizards of Wright program. The WOW program is part of the Educational Outreach Office here at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Today we're going to learn about manufacturing, and then you will work as an assembly line. You ready to get started? Let's go! Let's talk about the world of manufacturing. The manufacturing field consists of men and women with many different skills coming together to produce a product. Think about the car or bus that brought you to school today. It was manufactured. Manufactured products include bikes, kitchen appliances, airplanes, TVs, gaming systems, cell phones, toys, furniture, clothing, computers, and much more. Manufacturing keeps money moving through our country. Every dollar spent creates jobs and money for the U.S. economy. Manufacturing supports more than 15 million U.S. jobs. Assembly lines make a manufacturing plant work successfully. The origin of the assembly line can be traced back to miners during medieval times who used bucket elevators. By the 1900s, the assembly line was used by many industries: shipbuilding, canning, meatpacking, but was most successful in the automobile industry. Henry Ford created the Model T automobile in 1908. It was sturdy and inexpensive, and had a simple enough design that owners were able to fix it themselves when needed. Orders for the Model T kept increasing, and the Ford Motor Company couldn't keep up with building enough. Henry Ford needed to speed up production. Their manufacturing plant had existed of several small groups of workers building one car at a time. Ford changed this to today's assembly line. Now, workers were in charge of their part and added it as the car moved past them on conveyor belts. This was much faster. More cars were produced, and the Ford Motor Company made a lot more money. This method of production was rapidly adopted by many industries when they discovered that mass production on assembly lines sped up manufacturing time and lowered their costs. Today, you will form your own assembly line and manufacture gliders. Let me introduce you to the 4 parts of a glider you need to be familiar with. First, we have a rudder, a flat piece at the tail of the plane used for steering. This is a stabilizer, a piece of the airplane tail attached to the rudder used for balancing the plane. I'm sure you recognize wings. Wings produce the force that lifts an airplane, and its shape helps keep it in the air. And then there's the fuselage, the body of the airplane. Let's talk about how we're going to set up our assembly line. First, we need to use your desks. I'll wait a minute while you clear your desktops and while you move your desks to create a long working tabletop. Your teacher has a diagram to follow. Our mission is to have a class set of gliders when we finish. Your teacher has a list of all the jobs that are needed in our assembly line and how many people are needed at each position. I'll wait while everyone moves into their position. You'll be across from the person who is doing the same job as you. Teachers, please set up the job cards between the students sharing the job so that they have a reminder of their role. I'll wait until everyone's set up. Teachers, you have the description for what should happen at each station, and I'll let you explain the directions more specifically to those individuals. But before we pause for the activity, let me show you very quickly what will be happening. Remember, ideally, there are 2 people at each station doing the job. So first we start with the production prep associates. You'll carefully open the packages. Dispose of the plastic packaging in your trash can and remove the parts and slide them to the next station. The material prep technicians will receive those parts and carefully take this one, look for a pale line towards the end, and snap this wooden piece apart. It's that easy. You've separated the stabilizer and the rudder. Then slide those to the next station. The sorting technicians receive them next. They're going to be receiving many parts. You're going to need to sort these into specific piles and then give those piles to the people at the next station. The parts delivery people will receive them and transport the rudders, the stabilizers, and the wings to those specific stations. Slide the fuselage onto the next one. The rudder assembly specialist inserts the rudder into the fuselage. There is a slit here at the top. Slide that in, attached rudder now, and give everything to the next station. The stabilizer goes into the fuselage as well. There is a slit in the back. It's kind of snug. Be gentle. Put that in there. And then slide your fuselage with rudder and stabilizer to the next station. The wing assembly specialists are next. There is a slit in the side of the fuselage. This is where the wings go. Be careful. And slide that to the next station. Quality assurance controllers are next. Use your ruler and measure the wing length on each side to make sure it's balanced. Make any adjustments if necessary. You might also want to check for balance of the stabilizer as well. And slide that to the next station. Shipping and receiving specialists are next. They're going to organize these products on trays possibly to prevent damage. Prepare the finished product for transport. Flight test pilots are next. You need to maintain a safe flight path for testing. Carefully complete one flight test for each glider and confer with product assessors on the glider's performance. The product assessors are going to confer with the test pilot to make sure it performed well, and then give it a star right there on the wing if it passed your test. If it did not pass the test, return it to the station that can fix the problem and slide the glider to the next station. The route delivery drivers are next. You need to consult with shipping and receiving and determine the best way and safest way to deliver these products. Wait for instructions from your teacher and then deliver them to wherever they need to go. The accounting managers have been supervising this assembly process and using an accounting worksheet obtained from your teacher. You're making calculations of price per unit, labor efficiency, and production time. Teachers, I'm turning this over to you now, and I'll meet you back here after you have enough gliders for your whole class. How did that go? It's normally difficult at the beginning to learn your position, but hopefully it got easier for you. If you haven't yet heard a report from the accountants, please do that at the end. Please also discuss as a class what were some challenges you had, both individually and as a group. Were there any spare parts? Were there scrap parts? What could that mean for your production company? How could your assembly line improve? And how could your assembly line increase productivity? If you are in a manufacturing plant, is it necessary to all start work at the same time? Many employers use staggered starting times in manufacturing. You all did a great job today. Thanks for joining me. Teachers, thanks so much for using this WOW lesson, and please check out more at our website at wpafbstem.com.